All right, guys, so today we're gonna learn how to escape from the back, okay? So I will show you guys here a few important points when we're dealing with someone, know how to attack your back, okay? So when you get to this point here, we learn how to attack previously. What the attacker want to do, he want to pin my hips on the ground with his right foot, and then he want to put his head on my way here. He knows if I touch the back of my head on the ground, it will be easier for him to stop him moving this way, okay? So that's what we're gonna do now. How he can deal with the head, how he can deal with the leg. So previously here, he's doing the seat belt. What I need to understand here about protecting my neck and trying to escape at the same time is how I'm gonna use my hands to block his arm. Look, a lot of people, they just like to hold the wrist like that, or like that with the thumb, okay? It's not really the perfect way to protect your neck. The one I would recommend is if you're trying to find space to get your arm on the way, okay? This hand here on the way, really gonna prevent him if you try to put the hand on the collar now, if you hold the collar, I can put my hands together and break the grip. If you hold the collar and I had my finger like that, I can't really stop his choke, okay? So the little bit of anticipation when he has a seat belt, if you can make space to put your hand between and then carry on your escapes, is always a good deal, okay? But that would not interfere if you feel you have the freedom to just carry on escape with your hands like that. I'm just saying this would be way stronger to break and start do the escape. Or one hand, this hand here, the arm over the shoulder, or was underneath, okay? Now let's go for the other parts. His head's on the way, he's pinning my hips on the ground. So if I have this arm here under, I can use my elbow as well to kind of remove his foot out of my hips. And with my left hand, I'm gonna push his forehead, because now I wanna use my hips to bridge above his head. I wanna do this bridge here, touching my head on the ground. That's exactly the reason why he stepped on my hip. If I don't remove this foot here out of my hips, my head never gonna touch the ground, okay? Because as long as I'm bridging, he's gonna be bridging as well, so I'm never gonna get that. He's gonna be pushing my hips to the ground, okay? So it's important to defend the neck as well, deal with the most important tools for him to maintain the back, okay? One, and now my hand going his forehead, I'm gonna push, and now I can use my legs to bridge, keep your hands together, and you get to this point, okay? He still have one hook inside. For this point, in some point you need to take a risk, okay? So I need to use my hands now to block his hips. My right hand will be blocking the hip, and also to not allow him step his foot on my hips again. And my left hand will be dealing with the leg. Doing this, I could give him the space to control the collar, okay? But for him right now is not a good point to thinking about choke me. But a lot of people react like that. They see the space to attack the neck and they go through and hold the collar, okay? For him, the right thing to do now would be push my shoulder, try to step on, bring me back, and then attack my neck, okay? But we talking about here a very common reaction, okay? So I deal the first problem. Second, bridge. If you put the hand on my collar, I would ignore and take the risk to finish this escape, okay? If you try to step on my hip, I will be blocking the leg. And now with my left hand, I will hold his ankle, okay? And then if the hook is really tight, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn my hip a little bit to the side here. I'm gonna do this shift with my hips. Okay, keep a hook tight, Will. So look how my hip movement will do with this leg. Tight, 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 look. And now, that gonna put me in a position to keep bridging back and put my back in the ground. Just one thing here we can't forget. Every time he put it here on the side, the moment he starts feel that I'm escaping or beating him on this scenario here, we're gonna try to drag me to the other side. So if my feet together like this, roll to the other side, Will. Good. And that will be back and forth. Every time he feel I'm escaping from one side, he's gonna roll me to the other side. Just sit belt still, tight. If I'm trying to escape, roll me to the other side. Good. So the very first thing you need to thinking about here is defend the neck. Second thing, deal with the hooks. The third thing, not allow him roll me side to side. How are we gonna do that? Spreading the legs. Try to roll me to the other side. Now, I have on my right leg, my back leg here to avoid that, okay? Then we can go hand on the way, remove the hips, hand on the way, remove the head, Can even break the hands. Bridge. Get to this point, the hook's still tight, he's still grabbing here. Look my hips now. One, keep bridging. He probably trying to come to the mount position on top. That requires me to hip escape and then replace it. Okay. The position looks pretty basic, but it's very straightforward, you know, and you just need to do a few things before you go straight to this escape. Okay. So on the side here, always gonna try to escape to the side of the shoulder. Okay. I have this free shoulder here. That's the side I'm gonna go. If I go to the other side, it would be a little bit harder because his hands are right on my neck. And to escape, I need to do a different type of escape that I'm gonna show you guys after. But for this one now, on the side, try to get your hands under, break the grip if you can, deal with the step on your hip. My hand's still on the way. Now I'm gonna do with the head, bridge, remove the hooks, and slide back, replace the guard. Okay, once again, tight seat belt. So, if he's not attacking your neck, find the space, get your hands here, 1, 2, 3, here. Replace the guard. Now, following the same escape we did previously, we're just gonna do a little bit different how we're gonna finish the position. We're gonna try to finish now on an X single guard. Okay, very common happens when you're trying to escape from the back. So same thing, I'm gonna lean to the side of my free shoulder here, and now protect the neck. If it's not really threatening you much on your neck, you can just remove the hooks or get your head under, like I said, break, deal with this, and now I'm gonna deal with his forehead, pushing back on the ground. This bridge is really important. Now I'm gonna do with the hooks. How we get in this position? Try to touch your hands together again. He'll be trying to deal life, maintain the back control, and then get here. Now he's gonna throw his leg over. Keep a seatbelt. But gonna be under my arm. Yeah. He throw the leg over and he's still holding here. Now I know his idea now is to get him out of position. But I can't really go too far away from him because it rolled really hard. I just need to wait the moment when he let it go, his hand, to come to the mount position. And I will, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to do a hip escape this way and end up in X single guard, pushing his whole body that way with my right hand. So I'm gonna, 1, and then we can escape from a bad position and already set up some attacks, okay? Let's do this, let's break down a little bit more. Try to hold tight. Good. 1, 2, 3. Holding, keep holding. 4. I'm here. He trying to go to the mount. So that's the moment. He think he still can get it back control or go to the mount position. Okay. If you go to the mount position, go slow. Stop that. Now here. That's the moment. Before he really sink his foot on the ground, I need to push his hip or his upper body away and hip escape away from him to really remove this foot out of the ground. Look at the space that I create. Then my right foot go between his legs, and then my left foot rests here on his hips. And I can squeeze together to go for foot attack, or he can come up for sweeps. Okay, one more time. We're gonna follow the same idea of his escape here. Protect, remove, big bridge, change your hips. He's still holding me tight. When he swing the leg over, here's the moment. When he trying to come up, you let it go his hand, look my arm. Push, look my hips. Hip escape. I have a lot of space too. Swing my legs together. One between his legs, the other one outside. My toes always pointing out. Squeeze my legs together. And here I am in a good position for sweeps or foot attack, okay? I could make a transition to X guard, but that will be very much up to you guys how you want to finish the position. I'm talking about just back skate.